Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose rapture.
You want something, big guy? Bigger than hard, harder than hard!
Time is running short. Bring us the girl, and wipe away the debt.
Hey everybody, this is Nick from Gradient Pixels. Today we have a little bit different of a video. We're going to be unboxing 3 Bioshock Collectors Editions. I'll be opening them up, showing you what's inside, so that way if any of these look cool to you, they're on your radar for a future purchase, maybe for your own collection. Let's get started. Alright, so to start off with the Bioshock Trilogy Collector's Edition unboxing, we're going to start with Bioshock 1, the limited edition. This edition of the game is not super common, but you can find them on eBay. It has this nice embossed front, and it says limited edition obviously. Around to this side you get a little sneak peek of what all comes inside this collector's edition. Around this side you get a little window to see the Big Daddy figurine that's in the back. And on this side it's a couple of screenshots from the game and a little bit of a description for the game. So that's like the overview of the outside. So let's pop open the top here. Pull out what comes inside the collector's edition. You got the Big Daddy figurine in his plastic and a special version of the game. Let me pop this open real quick so it can stand up. A special version of the base game that has the same limited edition look as the front. We'll start with the Big Daddy figure, because that's what the big draw of this edition is. It's a really nice figure actually, and it has this little cardboard spot in the back to show Rapture. If I just pull this out, it says Bioshock on the back. Pull that out, pull this plastic out, and we can take the figure out. A lot of the drills, the tips will break on these figures. This one is broken also, but it's a very nice figure. I'll have some B-roll of it showing the close-up of the detail on all of it. It's a nice weight. It's a pretty heavy figure. This is a really neat collectible to have. Better than those pop figure Big Daddies. Definitely more detailed and cool. But the other bit of this is the game case, which comes with some extra goodies in it that the normal game wouldn't. So when we flop this open, you got the manual, and right in here you have the Bioshock EP soundtrack. It's a soundtrack sampler on CD. Over here you get a behind-the-scenes DVD, which is a documentary sort of style about the development of Bioshock. It's kind of like the behind the scenes that were done for the Bioshock collection, but this is obviously made from 2007 when the game came out, and it offers some different insight that version with Jeff Keighley doesn't actually get into. And the other thing is, of course, the base game. And the back of the case is the same as all the other cases. So that's what you get in the first collector's edition for Bioshock. And let's move on to the next collector's edition. So moving on with the games in chronological order, the next edition is the Bioshock 2 Special Edition. Now, This edition, unlike the first Bioshock, is a little bit more common. You can find it for cheaper prices on online stores. This one's really big, so if you're tight on space, maybe find a new spot if you're thinking about getting this edition. Nice giant block. Get a look at what comes in the package here, along with the same screenshots and all the normal information you would get on a normal game. So if we pull the slipcover off here, you'll see the special artwork designed on the front. It's supposed to look like the graffiti, I guess you'd call it, that you find around Rapture in Bioshock 2. This is a nice hard box. It's not like flimsy plastic or cardboard that you might find in other collector's editions. But I'm going to lay this down real quick. Pop the top off. And right at the front you will see a official score for Bioshock on vinyl, which is pretty cool. If you have a record player or you collect records, this has a bunch of the original soundtrack songs along with a bunch of other songs that you would hear coming off the phonographs in the game and all that, and along with some information on the score from the composer Gary Shyman. So that's cool. Next up here we have some posters with a little tube. Mainly just Bioshock-y, Rapture-like posters, paving the way for the future. Andrew Ryan. Here we have a Rapture, like, propaganda-style poster, and at the end here we have another Rapture poster with some people on it. So these also have, like, if you have a blacklight, I believe they have these like special little coded messages on them that you can see. It's basically more of the like butterfly stuff from the front of the box. Right here we have the art of Bioshock 2. This is a really good art book. It's really big, goes into a lot of detail with different character, custom artwork, Big Daddies, the locations. It's all really in-depth and really awesome. So this is a very exciting part of this collector's edition. I'm a big fan of art books, and this one is a very good art book for sure. Next up, we have the game, of course. Whoa, almost knocked everything over. It's a little difficult to get out, but got the base game. Nothing else added to this, just the base game. Manual, disc, all that good stuff. And in here we also have a CD soundtrack. I believe it comes with all the same songs, so if you don't have a record player, you're still able to listen to this either through your computer or if you have CD players. So that's the Bioshock 2 Collector's Edition. Lay out everything here again. Posters and record. So after all of this, we move on to the third collector's edition for this video, Bioshock Infinite. And wrapping up our 3 Bioshock collector's editions, we're taking a look at the Bioshock Infinite Premium Edition. There is another version of a collector's edition, which is the Songbird version. It's a little bit harder to come by and a little bit more expensive online, but this one is a pretty affordable option if you're a fan of Bioshock Infinite and want to get a special edition for it. So in the premium edition, you get a little list of what comes in it right there. You get the back of the game, the awards, and another side of it. So if we pop open the top here, get a whole bunch of goodies, starting with a Murder of Crows Vigor bottle keychain in plastic wrap. You get the game, which I have the reversible cover art on, and inside you also get a download soundtrack. You get the upgrade pack DLC, which comes with some in-game items, and for the Xbox 360 version you get some Xbox avatars. There's also an ad for the season pass there. But you get the game and all those goodies. You also get this little box, which is a handyman figurine. I'll pop it open right here. I'll do a close-up on it later, but that's the figurine. It's meant to be a game piece for a board game that Irrational ended up releasing after the fact, after Bioshock came out. Here we got this cool little letter thing with its own seal on it for Columbia. If we go ahead and pop this open, inside here there's a lithograph with an advertisement for the Devil's Kiss Vigor. It's a really neat lithograph, really high quality. And finally, what you get is a nice leather-bound Columbia art book. And like the Bioshock 2 art book, this is a really neat book. Goes into character designs, weapons, ads, basically pretty standard stuff for video game art books, but it's really in detail and it's a really nice piece to have along with everything else in the collection. Hey, so I'm recording this a little bit after the fact, but I had some extra Bioshock goodies that I thought people might be interested in that I could share about also. So if you're more interested in like the story of Bioshock, there's this nice book here, Bioshock Rapture. It serves as a prequel to the first game, and it kind of gives some insight on how Rapture was built, like physically, and some background on the characters like Andrew Ryan, Atlas, all the people you would expect. I'm about a third of the way through it, but it's a pretty good read if you're interested in more of the background lore of Bioshock. There's also, speaking of other editions, there is the Ultimate Rapture Edition. Now, this came out before Bioshock Infinite came out, and it comes with Bioshock 1, 2, all the DLC like you'd think, down here, $40 worth of in-game content. It slides out here, if I can do this without hitting the camera, and you get this really cool looking Big Daddy hand, and this actually folds out, if I flip it like this, into a big picture of a little sister's hand going for the Big Daddy. So this is a really cool thing that would be like a cool print to have. And then basically we just flip this around here and you get all the, oh, hold on, I'll twist it around. Get all the discs over on this side and the manual along with some Columbia stickers, which are pretty neat. So yeah, there's these two editions of the game, and then there's also the 10th anniversary version of Bioshock the Collection, which was the re-release, remaster trilogy that they put out on PS4 and Xbox One. And then the 10th anniversary collector's edition comes with this giant Big Daddy statue with a little sister and a giant certificate of authenticity. But that, like the Songbird edition, is also very expensive, and it comes with this copy of the game. But yeah, those were just some extra little bonuses that I thought people might enjoy to hear about along with these unboxings in the video. That's what you get in these 3 Bioshock Collectors Editions. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, maybe comment, see what I'd be interested in seeing, what editions you are interested in picking up, and I'll probably be doing more of these type of videos in the future. So this is again Nick from Gradient Pixels, signing off. See you guys later.